Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, Adams here, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They run the counter. Adams.
Hey, Mom.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Nah, who's playing? The Lakers and who?
The line to gain is the 33.
Oh, no, yeah, I didn't know they was playing.
Franks. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice methodical.
He's going to be out for a little bit,
they're already
like
in
a
the
month.
field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time,
I was telling P earlier, the Mars and the
just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
2 years since Kobe died tomorrow.
Right now. It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it?
That's crazy.
Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
At this point, this one got ghosted.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 10-yard line.
All right, we got to put it.
Bro, what?
Oh, Lakers up.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
See the King leading them boys to victory.
On to give, it's Adams. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space.
That's what he's known for.
Loss results there.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. He's at the
Brooklyn
50.
might as well trade James Harden. Got my he ain't fucking with him.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns.
You know, they be having rumors and shit. They saying he not really fucking with the Kyrie part-time. All that shit.
Because what you were thinking was they were going to put in the end zone themselves.
I mean, can you really blame him?
Oh, nah, I get it. They might as well get Ben Simmons for that, man, because they keep linking them to Philly. I need
another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Nah, I think it might be his first game if he
shoot. All right, you know.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this position.
It didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal,
I'm just not getting off the ground. I'm telling you.
That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd
and
about 2.
He greened it.
They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. Yeah, boy,
he turned it off.
Defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Fourth down, Frank's going to throw for it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first down.
I'm going right
here. He takes it just across midfield.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I had screened him before you said. Keep going, son. Keep going, Seven.
And that's complete to Adams. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Franks. Out to his left. So
that's
no
crazy.
sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I got stupid hands on Hall of Fame. Let me catch that.
The Bears punter now. Back deep, Khalif Raymond.
I really do have good hands on Hall of
Last
Fame.
week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but they may back him up 10 here and have him do it again. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. They're going to get this
he's a wild man.
Before he's taken down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's Pascal Siakam.
He put his head down, closed his eyes, and went up. He said, "I hope
the spin move. Then the spin move just threw that bitch up.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there.
That's a good count, though. I never thought about
that.
Hey, yo, why the fuck are they fucking catching these bitches in the corner now?
Oh, look at the juke. And they'll wind up getting
I ain't gonna lie. Our shit is kind of blending in. I'm about to make our way blue.
Drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now
they had me back.
It'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Oh. They left.
Yo.
Here's Goff.
He beat it.
Flush to his right. Nothing
that
open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
He did that shit last game.
Right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket.
Oh, my.
Just chucked it free.
Live to fight another down, right?
That backcourt shit ain't good.
I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player.
We playing the game?
Status when we get back. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by
his tight
end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Adams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They go play action with Franks on the move to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll run it here with Adams. And the ball is knocked out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
And let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, it becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy.
Pressure, and he's taken down.
Come on, son. Why was the pass so, like, slow? I'm thinking I've been had it before I had it. We here, bro. Oh, it sucked me into the screen. I got you though, P.
No!
I'm the Steph Curry of this team, so they got this nigga. Oh no, Nate.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff is going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on it.
I hate how they so choosy when they allow him to do that.
In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
If there was a time for him not to do it, it's when this dude is locked in.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come
off D, I was still going off the cut on the little nigga.
To put it mildly, now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. A reminder,
they getting back.
Halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by
we getting lucky.
Coachman, he'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
The one nigga's also 5'10".
Right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. He's picked off at his own 47. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parks. And he'll be out of bounds.
Oh, come on.
Get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards, not quite enough.
I saw you, P, but the dude cheated back towards you.
Frank's looking to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage.
Yeah, that was good ball movement.
Hand the ball to him back.
They run on 2nd down with Adams.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll go to Adams, trying to pound it in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Bro, what are you doing back there?
Throw left side complete.
That's the one part of the 2K camera that he has. You cannot tell what the best is.
Great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And some space here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now a timeout signal for. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there.
You were there.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the
Go right, Nate, go right.
One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well.
Yeah, I was open, but
is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Nah, yeah, because I ran to the area and
ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think at the half.
Until number one start rolling,
step up. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times. Add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 60 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Think about to hit some dumb shit. Now he locked in.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, my gosh.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run? Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Just try to come up a little bit if you can.
Plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. On first down, this is Adams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Flushed out right. And it's a fumble. And the Lions have recovered. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, where you going? Hey.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
That nigga was running out of bounds.
And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score.
I don't know.
Right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Franks. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping
give me the ball.
they can jump start with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding here the entire second half.
Bro, call it dead.
2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Aim his ass.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
They'll win this game.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Franks rolling to his right. Open man is Myers. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
One score down. Here we go.
Come on,
they're going to
bro.
go for it here on 4th down.
Of course.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right.
We could get a live or 3 of this shit. That would be
Clear the lane. Space out. Everybody space out so we got a clear
He's got
block.
the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose.
Oh, I'm wide open on the 3.
And that's normal, especially when you have
I'm wide open.
because you feel like
Why
They all
he
win
tried-
when they shine.
Why he try to cock it back?
We gotta lob it down. Hey, set that for Nation.
quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses,
They don't even give us a
as much as
chance.
they attack the runner.
Good catch.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Damn, they had all went to the lane on the first one.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. It's Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back. You're down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this will probably get away from them.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Oh, didn't Hendricks say you can't play without winning something?
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Save us.
Goff looking to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries. Sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Yeah.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay. Well,
at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again, Frank's on 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Oh,
by Cameron Curl.
this man had the fucking
so down inside the 45
practice full
to the 43-yard line.
He said like 5 inches. Who? This guy I'm playing in the God of War League.
On 1st down, Swift fights through and now a crease.
Yeah.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
120
yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Yeah, ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles.
No, we got to run rec because you can't run pro-am without the owner team.
They breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, Swift. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense.
Yeah, I mean, we just got to get more reps in the rec, because not too many teams play like, I mean, the pro-am, not too many teams play like that in the rec, so you don't really,
the ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys,
know what's up all the time.
The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Yo, P.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Yo, P.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Same 5. We're just getting Maul in here now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
To Jason's play.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious if you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, here's Franks. It's caught here by Adams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
No, we invited you just for fun.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Yeah, Terry, I don't want to be Jason and all, but somehow we just waiting on you.
To throw on 3rd down. Franks throwing the out route and complete. That's Freeman. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably is 8.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
I'm at the door.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Go on their phone, dogs. It's probably Terry.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
You standing next to Maul?
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half. Points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Lions, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games.
Yeah, some build probably better than yours.
Road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 1-1.
Yeah, he's talking to Pete
next week against the Minnesota Vikings.
Maul tried to pull a fast one, P.
I just sat in the bed, bro. I saw this in Space Jam like 3 times. What do you play?
Alright, let's try this again without Maul screwing us over. Stop it, Todd. We ain't to throw this time.
Oh, Josh, you're here.
He's 7 foot.
My nigga 6'2". Hey, Sean, where you going? P, where you going?